YouTube, it's Brian Phillips again. Part 3 of the LED mod. I think this is part 10 of the build series if you include all the original build. We just got done with these LEDs. These 3 really bright LEDs. Now we're going to go ahead and get this tail thing fixed because I promised it in the last video and I forgot to do it. So my apologies, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically attach a hinge between this surface and this surface. Ideally we're going to make it removable, but that's not a guarantee. Okay, I used these bro hinges, really thought they worked well for the top portion of the wing, and we're going to go ahead and use these again. Really hoping that I can make it work so that it's removable or semi-removable. So I'd use these smaller ones up top. Maybe the ticket is to use one of these. Okay. And slice and dice a slot into there and just slip this in, and then I can run like 2 screws through the plastic. And that, my friends, is what we're going to try and do right now. So without further ado, the chopping will commence. Don't worry, I'm going to try not to chop myself like I did the other day. That was super unfortunate. Okay, so I'm just finding the peak of the point of this tail. The rudder, not the tail. This is a rudder. It is not a vertical stabilizer, or it's part of the tail. I want to put this little pin up. That little pin has got a crimped point on the bottom that prevents the pin from coming out. So my hope is I can just slip this up here. Whoa, need a little bit more cut. Or I need to trim this. I think I'm going to trim this. I don't want to cut any further up. I'm just going to do it the easy way. Use some scissors. Okay. We'll just move the rudder how we need to move it. And we'll energize this thing and get the rudder moving free before we actually attach this permanently to make sure that... Are you kidding me? I need more? I need more cut off of there? Well, you know what? I guess I do. So I'm going to cut it the other way now. I'd hoped to keep those holes in case I hate the way this works and we go to a different configuration. So now we'll glue this in still when we're done, but we're not going to necessarily do anything more than just tack it onto the plastic. Then we'll use something that's removable, like a screw, to hold it up against that surface. At least that's my hope. So now, as you can see, this hinge is going to be too big. It's going to be just too big, guys. Too big. So what we're going to have to do is we'll go ahead and trim that in half. And when I say in half, I mean through the dobro. I want to keep as much material as I can. And I'm going to just pretty this up because it's it's going to be seen, folks. And I'm not a big fan of that aspect of it, but... just a 3M sanding block here. Okay. You ever trying to sand plastic and you get this nasty little rough edge? I'm going to show you how to fix that right now with fire. Awesome. So now we'll slip that back in there. And would you look at that, guys? That actually worked really pretty nice. So I need a tool of some sort to actually slide it up far enough, though. Okay, so yes, I do want to energize it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one position tacked in there, and then we can kind of pivot it a little bit. And the way I'm going to create my first hole is going to be similar to my other methods, except I'll just have to be a little bit more precise than I have been on some of these, because I'm going to be doing a little melt. Get her nice and hot. Hold it where it's going to be centered. Now I'm going to actually fold this out of the way. And I'm just going to finish the hole. Now we need to find a super dinky screw. And where would we find a super dinky screw, you might ask yourself? Well, in this bag of goodies I've got some super dinky screws. And I think they will suffice. But we will see with time. You may be able to get away with one of the extras from your servos. And remember, the whole purpose of doing this... Hey, look at that. There's a part number on there. That's weird. So if you wanted to, say, get those at Hobby King yourself, be my guest. Or you could run down to the local hobby shop and be frustrated because they don't have them. That's just my experience. Maybe yours is better. Okay, so now I'm going to hold this screw real tight with my finger. I'm actually going to fold this servo down here, the rudder servo. Let me just go in and see if I can get this thing started. Very interesting. It is working so good, I'm very surprised. Are you kidding me? It's already like there and mostly done? Okay, I'm just waiting for something to not work right, and it's kind of freaking me out how smooth this is going. Power's on, throttle cuts on. Okay, we're gonna let this fire up. Oh, there was wrong airplane. Phoenix 2.6. Many people call this the Phoenix Evo for Phoenix Evolution, like these decals would suggest. Guys, if you haven't already done it, check the link below. This plane is awesome. It's really good. And it's not because I put a bunch of extra effort into it. I mean, this will be like the second mod I'm doing, short of turning on the braking. Stupid, it's not on to begin with. Oh, that's gorgeous, guys. So gorgeous. It doesn't move and flop around. I don't almost need to glue it, but I'm gonna anyway. I'm very, very, very pleased. Alright, guys. I know you're thinking you want a dark view since we didn't give you one before. So we'll do that just for you, just because you asked. Look how bright it is. Well, it doesn't look very bright in the video, but look, you can actually see my workbench. It's very good. I like it. Can you see the rudder? Oh yes, you can. That is awesome. Okay, guys, time for lights back on. That was a detour in excellence. So now that we have that put in there, I should hypothetically be able to glue this. But before we glue it, I'm going to put maybe one more screw in there, I think. Yeah, one more screw in there. And guys, you don't have to make it removable, but I made it removable because the tail is technically still removable. Will I ever remove the tail? I'm giving you about a 9 to 1 odds against doing just that. But I like flexibility because I don't like committing to things of this sort. I don't have any problem committing to real life things. Okay, we're just going to use 2 more of these. I said 1, I meant 2. So guys, I started an Instagram account today. Very, very reluctantly I did. I hate that I did it, but I did it. It was just for all you, my wonderful subscribers, so that you can follow me even more. But mostly it was because one of the people I subscribe to, RC Airliners, is leaving YouTube. For a variety of good reasons that I won't go into here, but it was a bummer to see him go, and he will be missed on YouTube. Look at that, guys. Look how gorgeous that is. Why do 1 when you can do 3, right? So now, in order that I shall hold this together, I'm going to put some glue in. And you're probably wondering to yourself, how are you going to do that? You just screwed it in, Brian. I know. It's all part of the show, folks. It's all part of the show. We're going to go with a little foam safe thin. No, we're going to go with foam safe medium. We're going to go with medium. Foam safe BSI. That stands for Bob Smith Industries. I'm going to take and just preemptively clean the tip because, you know, I'm into having clean tips, guys. Oh man, that was just way harder than I figured it would be. But I can tell it's open because when I squeeze it, it's allowed to squeeze. When it's closed up, it won't let you squeeze it. I have the kicker ready to go. This is a critical step because you don't want to get it in the hinge. So I'm actually going to put this at a pretty steep angle. Then I'm just going to go a little bit on the bottom here, which is the top as it's lying right this second. Grab just a sprayer, 1 drip, lick my finger, spread it, lick my finger again, make sure I get some of that CA in my mouth. That's the way I like to spend my weekends, all hyped up on CA. I'm just kidding, kids. It's all part of the show here. It's Brian Phillips' channel. So anyway, the Instagram account, it's going to be a humongous addition to this channel. Maybe. Kind of probably wouldn't hold your breath on that. But I do have one, so check it out if you're really into that sort of thing. Alright, here goes nothing, guys. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look how clean it is now. Look at that beautiful light. Gorgeous. I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, but I'm happy with it. I also noticed that I have a heck of a lot of trim to this side, which is only 12, so kind of strange. Seems like, let's watch Rudder. Well, we'll see how it flies. Looks good to me, guys. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to actually go ahead and start the lighting on the wings. And so this is a pretty good break point on this. I didn't plan on stopping the video here, but I think I'm going to do that. It seems like a good stopping point. So we're just going to get a nice little thumbnail here. Look how beautiful that is, guys. I love it. That was so easy. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check the link below, buy your own. It's not expensive. Scroll down a little further, get the receiver too.